QR code because this session is designed to be interactive. And there's going to be a lot of moving pieces to this. So the goal I have today is, number one, to get you in here with me. Number two, to tell you where you are when you get in there with me. And then to take you to a brainstorming room. So I passed out the QR code. If you want to join in and join me in the metaverse, if you scan that QR code, it's going to prompt you to download the spatial app. And you download the app, you'll create your avatar, you'll jump into this room with me here. So you'll be in the presentation with me in the metaverse. So, and the other thing I want to ask, has anyone used spatial before? Yes, this is great. So the question, once you get in, okay, we got one person who's in there, great. Once you get in, you're in the main room, and here we go. So the big question is, why did I choose spatial? Why spatial? Well, I get a lot of questions. So many of my students ask me, Professor, what is the metaverse? How does the metaverse work? How does this business work? What are NFTs? What is blockchain? And spatial is a great platform because it ties all of this in together. So instead of me explaining, I show them. So I take them into the metaverse. Okay, great. So we got two people in there. So I take them into the metaverse. We get to see how it works, what it looks like, and how it's being used. And spatial is a totally free platform. A totally free platform that you can access easily on your mobile device or on your computer. So you don't need headsets. And the way you're looking at this, they call this 2D, so two-dimensional. So we're not in 3D, but if you had a headset, you wanted to join in, you could as well. And you see there, I took a picture. I forgot, there's the fourth thing. I want us all to take a picture while we're in the metaverse as well. So that's a picture of me, my avatar, inside the metaverse for this presentation. So we've got in. So the second thing I wanted to do is show you a brainstorming room. So if you see that little circle there, for those of you who are in there with me, if you click on it, you can actually join me and travel into the brainstorming room. So when I'm teaching a class, what's great about this, you can have students just like you're here, you can join in and participate, or you can watch. Or if I'm teaching high flex, I have students who are in the classroom or online, they can join us in the metaverse and go into the different rooms. So we can start off in the main room. I can send them into the brainstorming room. Or if I have an online class, I can send them the link, give them an activity to do. I don't have to be there. So they can go and access all of this without me. So what's so great about the brainstorming room? The brainstorming room, you've got it set up as a closed, it's kind of tight space. In this room, you've got Post-it notes. So you can create your own Post-it notes, similar to, has everybody seen Miro? Miro before familiar? So you can create your Post-it notes like you can in Miro, have your own boards with Post-it notes in this brainstorming room. So you get everyone together, you can throw up Post-it notes, share ideas, move them around. You can also draw, you can click here, you can go online, so you can search on the web and bring in content from the internet. The other thing you can do with this is you can connect your Google Drive or your Microsoft account and add documents to the room as well. The other thing for me as the moderator, so I can leave. So for those of you who are in here, I can leave this brainstorming room and just let you be and go to the main room and connect with other students, talk to them and share out. So you can have activities. Oops, sorry. You guys are joining me. So you can have activities. You can move people from one room to another, or you can create and add other rooms. Or you can add PowerPoints. Here's some of the stuff. I can add other items. So I can add airplanes, mirrors, or NFTs. I know you're like, well, wait a minute, you were talking about crypto and blockchain and things. Well, you can connect your MetaMask wallet and put your NFTs in the room and display them. So you can show students their NFTs. So this is the crypto part of it, the blockchain part. There's also other templates, areas for integration, so you can add your drive, so you can add other documents, you can connect your Microsoft account, or you can upload files from your computer into the room as well. Somebody's jumping. Okay. So I've got a few minutes left. I wanted to do one more thing. So I showed you brainstorming, showed you that, showed you how to travel. Okay, so we've got people in there. Any questions? As it's kind of moved pretty fast. Any questions about spatial or how to use them? Yes.
So can you give me an example of what some of the things that you do in here that you would have students do? Like, would it be a graded assignment, I guess is what I'm asking.
I haven't set up a graded assignment, but you could. One of the things that I do is have the students go into the brainstorming room and have them work in groups. And it's a great way, for example, if you're high flex or online, you can have everyone come into this main room. I've got students, I've got people in here, I can send them to that breakout room and have them discuss. I don't hear anything that they're saying. Then I can have them come back and share out, and have discussion or activities. They have to come up with something. But definitely that's a good idea. You could have some graded assignments if they're working on any other questions? Yes?
What's the student feedback? Do they enjoy this resource or this tool?
They do. So especially the students that play video games. That was the big worry for me was, are they going to figure out how to maneuver and move around in here? And the feedback was just like playing a computer game, same type of controls. So they get in pretty fast. So from my experience, it's more of I have to make sure so to your point, I have to make sure things are very structured. So they're not moving all around and they're running around in different places. The great thing about this platform is that the spaces where you're located are very small. So you're in these smaller rooms, so they're not larger Coliseum type space where they can just go all off like other platforms like Vervella Frames, or if you're familiar with Microsoft AltSpace VR. There are other platforms, but this one is more conducive towards collaboration. So feedback has been pretty good. The other thing that I like about this platform is they have a mobile app. And I want to get some feedback for you. Was it easy to get into the app? Fairly easy? Yeah. So good. Any other questions? So for me, yes, I think so. I'm big on the students answering their questions, by learning by doing. So I get a lot of questions about the metaverse. I get a lot of questions about blockchain. What are NFTs? How do NFTs work? This particular space, there's many spaces. For example, Microsoft has All Space VR. There's this space. You can, you can go into this space and you can go into other public spaces. Right now, we're in a private space. You can go into a public space, students can go and look at NFTs, they can go to galleries, they can see how the metaverse is actually working and being used today. Also, they can learn how it's making money. So how this platform makes money, and they can see that hands-on. And so the answer, I look at it more of the learn by doing, getting them to learn about this business model, and then getting them to see how, in the broader sense, as it develops, how this can grow in other applications.
Have you got any resistance, I would say, let's start here, do you require students to join this?
No, I don't require students to join it, and the great thing about, so that was a good question. The great thing about this particular platform, and there's others, they're metaverse platforms, but they're more designed for 2D interaction versus the 3D. What does that mean? So I talked about Microsoft. Microsoft acquired Altspace VR, I think, in 2017. That platform is not very friendly to people using your computer. It's more friendly for you using a headset, some type of headset. This platform is very friendly for you using it on your phone, on your laptop computer, or just watching along. So if students, if they don't want to join in, or if I have students who are at home, and then let's say I have a class and we're on Zoom, I'll join in on Zoom, I'll share my screen on Zoom, they can watch what's going on in that way, and still interact.
The reason I asked was just specific to privacy and sharing data, personal data on the platform, maybe not by university, whatever that may be. So I was just curious how you dealt with that from a student perspective. I don't want to exist in the metaverse.
Yeah.
Versus those obviously happening. So thank you.
No, that was a very good question.
So as I got in there, I noticed that I could hear you talking and I could hear the sound. So is this a way that you could even conduct classes? Could you conduct classes this way where you're speaking, people can join? I do know, like, all day today I've heard professors talking about, this new era we're in where we're on Zoom, we're on Teams, whatever, camera's not on, we don't know if students are engaging, and so could you speak more to how this could contribute to that engagement piece for students?
As far as having students involved in the classroom, or
Yes.
knowing that
Like
they're there.
treating this almost like if you teach an online class, treating this maybe as if you teach a synchronous online class, maybe conducting classes through this.
Yeah, so the good thing about this, so that was a good question, so this ties into that other question. I'll use Zoom, so I'll zoom in. So that gives an opportunity for students who, let's say they don't want to join in, they can still engage through the chat and Zoom. So they can participate in that way. And I know that they're there. The other thing is assigning them in groups and really structuring the activities while you're in here. So to have them in groups, they're teamed up, they know who their teammates are, they know what they're supposed to be doing, and then, so if they're not participating, they're not going, I'll know if they're there or not, if they're engaging, because they'll be working together on the activity. If that answers the...
Yes, yeah. I'm just thinking more, I'm just thinking about the engagement piece all day today, about having students logging in when you have classes on Zoom and things like that. And this is almost like a way where they have cameras off, but you can still see whether they're engaging or not, because they're moving around or they're in the brainstorming room, things like that, so it's just very interesting, thank you.
Thank you, thank you. And what was surprising is, like I said, it's over engagement in most cases. As far as the online portion, I've seen issues where students, they'll drop it, they don't have, their internet connection is not that good. So that would, that would prohibit it there, but they can always watch them on. So that was a good question. Anything else? Any other questions? Yes, ma'am.
Is there a size limit? Like how many students can you accommodate at a time?
There is 20 students. Yeah. So that goes, so there, that was great. That goes to the business model. So it's a platform. They have a premium model, so you can use it for free, but if you want to add other features, you have to add on. So you have to pay for the other features. So that was good question. Good question. Awesome. Oh, if you do have any questions, feel free to send me an email or connect with me on LinkedIn as well. I'm happy to answer any questions. This is a high-level overview because there's a lot more moving pieces, and if you want help in setting it up or learning more about it, I'm happy to do so. Thank you.
Well, I think that is really neat, and kind of again reflecting back to the plenary session today, my 14-year-old is not the best student, but I bet he could school me on how to set this up, which would make him feel really good. But thank you all for a great session, and don't forget to check out, or whatever it is we're calling it, with your CPE. Yeah, it was
So really interesting that he put,
No, Methodist.
University just shared that we have So who exactly is the one that designed the room that you had just now?
Oh, that room? I designed that room.
You designed that room.